Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys, and I have not uploaded, guys, in 2 weeks. It feels like forever since I've uploaded, and if you guys follow me on my social media, on my Instagram, you know your girl's been going through it. I have had a virus and I thought it was an eye infection. So it started out with my eyes just like getting really like swollen and irritated and red, and I could not see. I could see, but I had to wear my glasses for a week. It felt like forever. I just could not see very well, and yeah, it was just not a fun experience. I went to my doctor and she gave me eye drops thinking it was an infection, and then I went to an eye doctor because the eye drops weren't working, and he was like, yeah, you have an actual virus. I got tested for corona twice and I did not have coronavirus. Both came back negative. So just was a normal virus, which was really fun. But I'm back and I just feel so disconnected and out of the loop and just behind, very behind. So I am going to be back to my normal posting at least 2 times a week. But yeah, guys, in that time that I was just chilling and recovering, I was really thinking about this video and what I wanted to say in this, and I actually put up a poll. I do want to mention, guys, my voice is still not like 100% back, so if I sound a little raspy, that's why. So yeah, I did a little poll on my Instagram and asked you guys if you wanted to see this video, because I kind of talk about this topic in a lot of my other videos. I've never done like a full video on this, and it's definitely one of the most asked questions I get. So you guys said you really wanted to see a video on this topic and have me talk more about it in detail. That is what I'm doing today. Let me just turn off this volume. I'm feeling so much better, and I'm so excited to film this today because this is a very fun topic for me to talk about, because I feel like a lot of women think that there's like this secret, or you know, it's like really complex, when in reality this is a very simple answer. And I wouldn't say it's easy necessarily, but it's simple. So I really hope you guys get a lot of good tips out of this. Please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the algorithm, and subscribe if you have not. But let's get onto this topic. First of all, guys, you know that I've been doing like a mini cut. I've been doing this mini cut, and the virus kind of helped me a little bit with that because I didn't eat as much. But so far the cut's been going really, really well. I'm gonna post some like pictures of what my body is looking like right now in some videos, so we can like start this video off showing you guys like what I'm working with, what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with my progress with this cut. I feel like my stomach's like leaning out a little bit, which is really all that I wanted. So I'm definitely gonna be posting pictures throughout this and videos throughout this as well, because I know I love seeing like before and afters. So okay guys, the big topic we're talking about today is how to grow your glutes, how to grow your lower body, or even just to gain muscle in general while keeping your stomach small, stomach lean, whatever you want to call it, because that's what everyone wants, I think. And I do feel like that's kind of like what plastic surgery mimics, is like a really small, lean stomach and a bigger lower body. But we're gonna get into that today and talk to you guys, explain to you guys how I did this. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing this, keep watching. Okay, so first and foremost, I think it's very important to talk about genetics when talking about how to shape your body in any way, because like you guys know, genetics play a really big role in how your body is going to transform. And I've said this many times in other videos, but it's important to remember that, because, you know, for example, I feel like my waist has always been slightly smaller. It's definitely like looked a lot smaller now due to like me growing my lower body, but I've definitely always had more of an hourglass type figure. So I think that's super important to mention. That should not be discouraging to you guys, because like I said, my body has definitely changed a lot since starting my journey. And like I said, my waist has looked a lot smaller since before I started. So you can definitely, shrink your waist. There are things you could definitely do to change your body, but just remember that genetics play a really big role in your fat distribution. So I just want to say that first and foremost. Another thing I want to mention, guys, before I get into this is I know that we all post like our best angles, and it may look like I have no fat on my stomach, but I definitely do. And I just want to say this, like I would say like I try and keep my stomach toned, but with like having a natural body and gaining fat, especially on your lower body, at least for me genetically, I gain fat everywhere. So when I am trying to grow my glutes and grow my legs, I'm aware that like I'm going to gain fat in other places, and I'm totally okay with that. I really do think it's about like keeping a good balance, and I'm like pretty proud with the way my stomach looks with the fat distribution I have on my lower body. What comes with a natural body is knowing that you are going to have fat everywhere if you are trying to have more fat in one area, because like you guys know, you can't spot gain fat. So genetically, I'm going to gain fat everywhere. Some people, I do know some women that like just like never get fat on their stomach, and even when they have fat on their stomach a little bit, they still have visible abs. Like that's not me. I would say like my top half is a lot more toned. So when I wear high-waisted things, it definitely makes it look like I don't have fat in my stomach, but on my lower portion, there is definitely a little bit of fat there. Like I said, guys, I'm cool with that because I rather have more fat on my butt and a little bit of fat on my stomach. So I do want to mention that as well, guys. Like unless you are going to get a BBL or some type of fat removing surgery, you are going to have fat in a lot of different places if you are trying to have a lot of fat in your lower half. So very important to remember, guys, what comes with being natural is just fat everywhere, unless you are genetically blessed and you just always have abs, which is not me. Okay guys, but let's get on to my first tip. So we got over genetics and everything like that. First tip, of course, and I always mention this when you are talking about fat on your stomach, is calories. What you eat is everything when it comes to losing fat or keeping something lean. It's all about calories. You can work out your abs every single day. If you are eating in a surplus, you're just going to have fat in your stomach. So if we are talking about burning fat, it's just all has to do with your calories and what you're eating. So for me, I like to stay more in a maintenance calorie mark when I'm trying to grow and keep my stomach lean at the same time. When you are staying more in your maintenance, you're still allowing your body to get the nutrients and the protein and the carbs that you need to grow. So I have talked about your maintenance calories a lot on my channel, and I will link a calorie calculator down below where you can find your calculated maintenance calories. But like I said, this just gives you the option to still be able to grow, because a lot of women don't realize like how important it is to eat and to eat the right amount when you're trying to grow muscle. I definitely was eating a lot more when I started my weight training and weight gaining journey. But yeah, keep staying around your maintenance calorie mark, I think, is the most efficient way to make sure your stomach is staying as lean as possible while also growing your legs and gaining muscle everywhere. That is my first tip, guys, maintenance calories. And just, I definitely would also advise, especially if you are new to weight training and weightlifting, I would say to count your calories. I know it's kind of annoying, but you end up getting more of an idea of what you're eating and it becomes more intuitive. But I would definitely advise, if you are trying to gain weight, lose weight, maintain your weight, start counting your calories, because you don't realize how many you're eating or how little you're eating at the same time. Second point, guys, I talk about this all the time on my channel, but protein is everything. and women just don't realize how little protein they're eating during the day. And protein is such an important component to gaining muscle. It's actually like, I think, one of the most important components to gaining muscle. So yeah, guys, I try and eat 1 gram of protein per pound of weight. So I like to, my goal is to hit 100, I think this is correct. My goal is to hit 140 grams every day because I'm 140 pounds at the moment, but that is still very difficult for me, to be honest with you guys. I hit it some days, but my goal is to usually stay between 110 to 140 grams. So that is what I usually do. I'm between there. Protein is like, I wake up and I'm very aware of how much protein I'm eating throughout the day because I realize that in order for my muscles to grow, they need protein. So girls, if you are not tracking your protein, that is super important if you are working out and you're trying to build muscle. That is the second most important point. What is the third? A lot of girls ask me if I do ab workouts or I do cardio, and the answer to that is not really. Again, I will, and I honestly should be doing a little bit more ab workouts just to get my core stronger. But I really do feel like my core is incorporated in every single workout that I do at the gym, especially my compound movements. I'm using my core for those workouts, so I do feel like that's what kind of gives me a little bit more definition. If you do not feel like you're using your core in your compound movements, then I would look at your form. But yeah, I do feel like my core is involved in everything, so I feel like that keeps it a little leaner. Definitely should be doing a little more ab workouts. I definitely try and do them on my upper body days, but I would definitely advise, if you are trying to keep your stomach leaner, definitely include some ab workouts either on your full body day, upper body days, whatever it may be. I do want to talk about like my lower body days, and I get asked this very often, how many times do I train legs in a week? I would say minimum 3 days a week, and of course it is totally dependent on what level you're at and if you're a beginner and how your body feels. For me, my body can definitely handle 3 days, and I've said this in my full workout split video. I will sometimes do a light fourth day on a Sunday if I'm feeling up to it, but most of the time it's 3 leg days a week. And yeah, I think training your lower body consistently is super important when trying to build muscle down there, because they are actually, your legs are difficult muscles to build and they're large muscles. So doing them consistently and making sure you're training them correctly is going to build them quicker. But again, overtraining is definitely not the way to go. You could actually deter your growth by overtraining, so be aware of that. Listen and be in tune with your body and how it feels. But guys, it really comes down to what you're eating and how consistently you're training. I really do think it's that simple. Being aware of your calories and making sure you're not overeating, I would say that's like the most important aspect when trying to keep your stomach looking lean. That is all I do. It's really not like a big secret. It just honestly comes down to staying consistent with it. So yeah, I think that's like the secret to keeping your stomach lean, guys. And while growing your glutes and your legs, diet, protein, and making sure you're consistently training those muscles. I think that's it, guys. I think that is it. I tried to make this video quick and efficient, but I really hope this video helped you guys. I hope I wasn't just like reiterating things, but you guys wanted to see this video. These are my secrets and my tips, and this is what has worked best for me. So I really hope you guys like this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not, but I will see you guys in my next video. And please let me know in the comments below what videos you guys would like to see next from me, because I'm very excited to be filming a lot more for you guys. I missed you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.